kitchen. My name is Luann Pike and I'm a beauty guide with Lime Life by Alcone, and I'm doing absolutely nothing for beauty today. Today I'm making Christmas stuff. I thought it would be fun to do, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to make today two things I have never made in my life. So this is a big risk. I have no idea it's going to turn out. I sure hope so. But some recipes that I found. So this is some experimenting that I'm going to make some recipes. And I'm going to make some Oreo balls. So you start with Oreo cookies. And you put them in a food processor. This is 27. The recipe calls for 27. I'm hoping it'll do more than 27. Because the package had a whole lot more than 27. And I don't want to sit here and eat Oreos when I've lost almost 20 pounds. So I'm saving these for Christmas. I'm going to go ahead and make them today. Because our Christmas is actually tomorrow. We do Christmas on Christmas Eve. So this is for tomorrow night. So I'm making them today. So there's my 27 Oreos. You also need a block of cream cheese. And you need some chocolate. You can use chocolate chips. I've seen some recipes that say you can't use chocolate chips. And some that say you can use chocolate chips. So you either use chocolate chips or you can use some, bar chocolate. Whatever you want to use. Use some chocolate. Because we're going to, they're going to be like truffles is what they're going to look like. And so what you're going to do is you're going to grind up 27 Oreos. And I have more. Like I said, I'll have more. I'm going to see if it can take more. But I don't want it to be too dry. So I'm going to try it with the recipe first. Then we're going to see. So I'm going to put my lid on. I'm going to grind up these 27 Oreos. And it's really noisy. Trying to make sure I get it all ground. Let's see how we're doing now. Okay, so there we go. Pretty well chopped. This is all you can use this to make worms in dirt. If you ever made, I've never made that either, worms in dirt, where you can make like, it looks like dirt, but it's ground up Oreos. So then what you do with this recipe is you put in a block of cream cheese. Now I use the full regular cream cheese. You can probably use the low fat too. I have not tried it, but I'm sure you can. We're going to, it's Christmas, we're going to go all out with the regular stuff. So I'm going to open this package. I'm actually going to, I think I'm going to put this in chunks because it'll probably grind up better. Let me find a little knife. It doesn't matter, I'll just use a butter knife. This is softened cream cheese, by the way. You want this softened. And then after you do this, you're going to put these in the refrigerator and chill them. It'll work a lot easier if you chill them before you coat them in chocolate. Now you can even buy like chocolate that's made to coat things. You know, it's like candy coating chocolate or something. You can buy a package of that in the store, but I didn't do that because I like real dark chocolate. So I got real dark chocolate, and I got the good Ghirardelli chocolate. I love Ghirardelli. Okay, so let's keep chunking this up. It's easier to chunk up when it's not soft, but it's soft. So we're kind of just mushing it up, but that's perfectly fine. Put it in the container here. Scrape it all off the paper. I'm going to waste that. Okay, I'll put that all in there. Trying to get all of it. There we go. Let's put this back on and see what we do. We'll see what happens. Okay, oh, that's not too bad. Okay, so now that is really, really super duper mushy. So I think I can add some more. Let's add some more Oreos. I've already got some more Oreo crumbs here. Let's add some more and see what happens. I just want to make sure I don't get it too dry. But I really want more. I want to make more of them. And this way maybe I don't have to add more cream cheese because I don't have no more cream cheese. What we got going here. It's still super, super soft. Yep, I think we can do this whole package of Oreos. So this package of Oreos was the family size. You get one that says family size? Got one that says family size. It's just going to give me a whole lot more, I think. Alright, let's see what we got now. And I'm still using just the one block of cream cheese. So I think it's going to be a little less gooey, but I think I'm going to like that. I'm going to take a spoon now because I still got some that's not mixing well because it's kind of full. So I'm just, oh yeah, this is perfectly soft still. Perfectly, look at this. Yeah, see that's perfect for forming that into a ball that's going to stay. I just wanted to make sure of that. I think I'm going to like it better than being that gooey. So use the family size package of Oreos and one block of cream cheese. It's going to be fine. So then, all you're going to do with this is form it into little balls. Like, you know, a chocolate truffle size ball. And then you're going to take and you're going to put it on some, well, I don't know if you have to line it with parchment, but I did. It's parchment line, wax paper line sheet. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this in the freezer because it will firm up a little faster. And I find this, using this little miniature, this is a 1 tablespoon size. Using this is a lot faster. Make sure you have real clean hands, of course, which I do. And then you can kind of make them all the same size. Just take it, roll it in a ball. And they do not have to be spaced apart because they're not going to expand. And I'm just going to chill them. And I have no idea how many will go on this pan. Because I have never done this before. I have no idea how many it's going to make. I'm sure it'll fit on this pan though. Roll. And then you can put it in the refrigerator to chill. It just take longer. So what do we want to do that for? What do you want to take longer for? So no, we're going to put it in the freezer. Freezer speed chilling. Then I'm going to make a cheese ball. I have never made a cheese ball before. Both of these recipes, I was inspired by my upline and Lime Life, Christina. So Christina, if you happen to see this, I got both of these recipes from you, although I'm not using your exact cheese ball recipe. This is the Oreo recipe she did, but the cheese ball, I'm making a different cheese ball because I don't want meat in it. I just want cheese. But I thought, you know, I've always wanted to make a cheese ball. And have I ever made one? No. Why? I don't know. I think part of the problem is I don't like nuts, and they're almost always coated in nuts. And that always throws me. I always look at that and say, I don't want nuts. Of course, you could probably have a cheese ball and not put any coating on it if you wanted. But I looked up on the internet and said, okay, what else can I coat a cheese ball with? I know there are people that don't eat nuts besides me. And I'm not allergic to them. I just don't like them. But there are people who are allergic that would have to eat something else. And so, yes, you can coat it with, it says you can coat it with crackers and pretzels and parsley and even craisins and all kind of stuff that you can coat it with, some kind of herbs. I decided I'm going to just crush up some crackers and coat it in crackers only because I don't really want to add any other flavor. I just want to coat it with something. So I'm going to crush up some Ritz crackers and coat my cheese ball in that. And the cheese ball is also for tomorrow night. And again, I'm making it today because I think it'll taste better tomorrow. If you get the flavors, you know, to meld. Oh, hi! How are you doing, Jenna? There you go. I am making yummies today. Most of our family's Christmas, most of it we do Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, we make more food. We make more food and just have a dinner. But all the getting together and stuff, we have food Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But I get together with my dads and moms, you know, just dad and mom and my brothers and sisters and their families. That's Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, we go to dad's extended family for all the aunts and uncles and cousins and his brothers and sisters, and we get together on Christmas Day for that. This looks like to me, it just almost looks like it's a big dark chocolate ball of ice cream. It's not ice cream. I wish it was. Those reminds me of Baskin-Robbins dark fudge, chocolate fudge ice cream. I don't know if you've ever had Baskin-Robbins chocolate fudge ice cream. It's almost black. It is so dark chocolate. Oh, it's my favorite ice cream in the world. And Fort Myers, where I live, doesn't even have a Baskin-Robbins anymore. Hasn't had one for years. Of course, I guess for dieting, that's a good thing. It's a good thing they don't have one. I want to eat it. They have some Baskin-Robbins ice cream you can buy in Publix, but I've not seen chocolate, let alone chocolate fudge. Well, their chocolate's pretty good too, but their chocolate fudge, I'm telling you, it's this color. It is like so dark. It's Oreo colored. And it is the best ice cream if you like chocolate. It's so dark. Okay, I'm gaining. I still don't know that I'm going to get all these on this pan, but I'm determined I'm going to make them fit. Because I don't have room in my freezer for more than one pan. I had to move stuff to have room for one pan. I have my apartment that I live in. They gave us the skimpiest, scrawniest refrigerator they could buy. Barely has room. And so holiday time, I don't have room to put anything because I have a microscopic, I mean, it's not a mini refrigerator, it's an apartment size refrigerator. You know, it's not a little, it's not, you know, one of them little things just for Cokes. I'm not talking about that. It's a refrigerator, but it's the smallest full-size refrigerator you can buy. They're really cheapy chintzy here, and heaven forbid they give us a full-size refrigerator. And most of the time, if I'm here by myself, it's okay, but when I bake for holiday time, cook and bake, and I always do, for the, you know, I'm making lots of stuff because of feed the family, not just me. I don't have any refrigerator room hardly at all. I have to start taking stuff out. Okay, what can I take out? What can sit out on the counter for a little while? I don't know. Ah. Okay, and then on this, I don't know. I really would like to do one of these, to coat one. If you try to coat it like this, it's just going to fall apart. But I would like to kind of do one at the end of the video if I can. But I got to make the cheese ball first, and then I got to melt the chocolate for this. So then we'll see how firm these have gotten by then. Once I melt that chocolate, I kind of need to go ahead and go with it. So I hope it's going to be enough. Since I've made more Oreo balls, I may run out of chocolate. Didn't even think about that. Maybe I need more chocolate coating. But I know when my friend made these, I don't know if she made more chocolate coating. This is getting slippery. I'm dropping the scoop. I'm getting close to the end though. I know this is really exciting watching me make little balls. I am running out of room, so we're gonna have to get all these to scoot over and make some more room. Uh-oh. Whoops, yeah, a bunch of it didn't come out. Come on, it's starting to stick to my scoop. And my hand. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's now let them all be a little more friends here. We have got to make us a little more room. I don't want them to touch if I can help it though. Just barely don't touch and we'll be okay. Y'all can be friends, but that's all. No more than that. Just friends from a distance. Very close distance. And y'all behave when I put you in your freezer. No sneaking. Closer. Okay. Otherwise, you're going to be joined for life. I'll have a double. Look at all that room I made. Probably don't need that much room. Okay, let's see what we got. Of course, I probably can dig up some more chocolate from my cabinet if I run out. And melt some more, so. Whoops. Sticking again. There we go. Almost to the end of the line here. These look so good, and they're so easy. Oreos and cream cheese, that's all. Coated in chocolate, you're done. No cooking. Don't we like that? Cheese ball too. No cooking. No baking, no cooking. Just mixing. Like the easiest things to make. I gotta get this beater out of here because it's hiding some of it. There we go. This looks so good. Trying to be real good today and not overeat, since I'm going to probably overeat tomorrow and the next day. I'm trying to be real good today, but I don't know about that with these. I might have to taste test one. Can I not taste test one? I'll just have that be my dessert. I won't eat anything else. No other little snacks, just one of these. I have no idea how many calories are in those. Probably a lot. Of course, that's why you just eat one. Good luck with that. I don't know if you can eat just one. So like potato chips. Remember Lay's potato chips used to have that commercial years ago. Can't eat just one. They were right too. They, you know, they put stuff in potato chips. My pan is constipated. Yeah, this probably is. Okay. Lay's potato chips. Potato chips, did you know they put like monosodium glutamate in those to make you want to eat more? That's why you can't eat just one. They put something in there you can't resist. little sneaky trick. I think they do that with popcorn in the theater and all kind of stuff to make it where you can't hardly not eat it. It makes you want more and more when you taste it. Triggers cravings. Okay. Chocolate doesn't need anything in it to trigger cravings. You just automatically want more of that. Here's my last one. Let's see if I can get it all out of this little scoop. And one more. Let me wash this off my hands. Got all kind of oil on my hands from that now. Not easy to get off either. Okay, there we go. All done with that. Now these are going to go in the freezer, and let's see, what time is it? It is 1:34, so I'll know how long I've had them in there. All right, please fit in this space, because that's all I got. Oh, there we did it. Yay! Okay, so we will do the coating layer. Now we're going to try to make our cheese ball. First time ever making a cheese ball. Here's my little recipe. I wrote this down. So we're going to have 2 packages of cream cheese. Let me get all this out of the way. Get rid of the chocolate here. Okay, here's my 2 packages of cream cheese that are softened, and my mixer. I'll see if I can get this where you can see it. Okay, there you go. There you go. You can see it now. Now, I'm sort of watching. I'm doing this upside down, so make sure it can be seen. And then let's put in 2 packages of cream cheese. I'm not going to cut these up because this mixer will do it. They had the name brand cream cheese on sale in the store. Normally I buy the cheap one. And I love it when they put the name brand one on sale. Okay, there we go. 1 package, another package. Now it tells you in this recipe to use 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese, finely grated, and it says they do not recommend that you buy the pre-shredded. I buy the pre-shredded for like everything, so I have not shredded cheese in years. But since it says it turns out better if you shred it yourself, I'm going to shred it myself. I just haven't done it in a long time. But I bought a block of cheese. Apparently they add something to the shredded cheese, cornstarch or something, that keeps it from sticking together in the package, and so it doesn't work as well if you buy the pre-shredded, they say. Alright, so let's mix that a little bit. Okay, so there's that. Then I'm going to shred some cheese. I hope. I'm going to move this out of the way. And this is what I have. Yes, it is. It's an old box grater. Have you ever seen these in a while? It's old. But I have it. And I've got the cheese still chilled because if it gets warm, it's too hard to do. So I've got the cheese in the refrigerator. This is 2 cups, 16 ounces. I got the extra sharp cheddar cheese. I like it extra sharp, so let's just go all the way. I'm going to open this up. And we're going to see if I can do this without injuring myself. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try to not melt, get this cheese hot too. There we go. Now it is real easy to shred, at least, so doing this with carrots is a lot harder. Cheese isn't too hard to do. So we just shred away till we get to the bottom. It's really not that hard. Like I say, I just haven't done this in so long. Whoops. They make fancy ones of these now that have a thing in the bottom that holds it all in and everything. This thing's probably 40 years old. I think this is one somebody gave to me. It probably was my mother's. It could be older than that. It's an antique. Let's get a workout going here. Working out before Christmas. I'm going to go ahead and take this paper off because I don't want to shred plastic. And it's awfully irritating, that noise. And I can at least see in the top, see how full it's getting. So I think making this a head like this will be, the flavors will meld better together. I think it'll taste better the next day. So many things you mix and you make, they taste better the next day. And I think this probably will too. You are mesmerized. Oh, good. Isn't it fascinating watching somebody make something or cook something? Or I hope you're praying I don't hurt myself doing this. I'm trying hard not to shred my fingers. I really do. I really am. When I get to the end of this, I'm probably just going to cut it or something. I'm slowing down now because we're getting to the danger zone. I think when you get close to the top of this, it's 2 cups. Look, I got all these crumbs here at the bottom. That'll still work though. It's kind of crumbling. That's because it's sharp cheddar cheese. Sharp cheddar cheese is kind of dry. Extra sharp. I like extra sharp. It's got a lot more bite to it. I might could have done this in my food processor because it has a shredder. I was just concerned it would gum it up too much though. I wasn't sure it would go through and it would get all gummy, and that would be fun. So I said, well, let me just hand do it. I know they make different kinds of these now. Like I say, I just haven't done this in so long. I've been buying the pre-shredded, but since this recipe says no, it's not going to work as well, so I'm like, all right. I don't know if you've ever watched The Pioneer Woman on television, on the food. Look, I can actually go to the end. She never buys pre-shredded cheese. She says it's not as good. I'm just going real slow here. Look at there, success, no injury. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up what's these crumbs down here and put them in my bowl. Try not to get the chocolate cookie crumbs in it. That would be an interesting flavor for the cheese bowl. Might be good. Okay, so I'm gonna pick this up, and here you can see in here. See, it's all in there. And I'm gonna try to, let me pull this back out. I'm gonna try to put this into here without a catastrophe. What's gonna stick in there anyway? Ooh, it's bigger than my pen here. That's what I needed to do. I needed to lower it. And it's all stuck in here. Really stuck in here. Well, I don't have to worry about it falling. Here we go. Sticky cheese. I can only stick my hand down in it so far because of the handle. It's okay, we're gaining on it here. I've almost got it. Almost got it. There we go. How did I get cream cheese up in it? That's a good question. Okay. There we go. I didn't make too terrible of a mess. Not too bad. Except on my hand. But that's okay. Alright, so now, let's put this back up. Let's see, I'm trying to get it in. There you go. Mix. Okay, cream cheese and cheddar cheese. Let me get some of this mess off my hands. Okay, so then let's look at this recipe. This is one I just got off the line. It says this is just a traditional cheese ball. So then it says 2 green onions chopped. So I have a couple green onions. I washed them, so they're over here in the sink. This is the cutest little cutting board. I have a big one, but I like the little one. So let's take this knife. Hopefully it's not too dull. Oh, it's good. Okay. I could resharpen it. Then I'm going to cut these little green onions. Kind of small. Some people don't like a lot of onion, so I'm going to kind of do it teeny tiny. Ooh, I smell the onion. And they're rolling, they're little wheels. Quit rolling away. I'm sure there's a faster way to do this, but it's only 2 little onions, so I don't care. This is the home cooked way of cutting. And if it's not the big fancy chef way, too bad. I am not the big fancy chef. I'm the regular person home cook, just like everybody else. Oh, that one's too fat. There we go. Green onions are pretty. Make it pretty. Now you can cut bigger chunks than this, I imagine. It doesn't give me any directions on how small. So it's up to you. And I'm probably going to stop right there. Some of this is a little dried out the top, so that's good. 2 green onions. Aren't they pretty? Chopped in there. That's a big old piece that didn't get chopped. Bye-bye. Okay, now let's mix that in. Now I'm going to smell like onions. I'm going to go ahead and add the liquid in here because it's getting kind of, you know, doesn't want to mix real well. So the liquids it asks for, oh, that's the next thing on the list though anyway. Teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Shake that up. The hardest to pronounce ingredient, Worcestershire sauce. I can go ahead and do this. Teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Gloop, gloop, gloop. Come on, go in here. It's got that hole in there. It's got to drip out. There we go. Okay, there's that. That'll give it some good flavor. Then also has a teaspoon of hot sauce. If you don't want hot sauce, I guess you can leave that out. Normally, I don't like hot sauce. I like hot. I just don't like hot sauce because it has vinegar and it's kind of sour. So like stuff on like buffalo wings are too sour. But I like the cayenne pepper. I just don't like it real sour. But this has got enough in it. I don't think it's going to make it sour. It's only got a teaspoon. All right, let me rinse that out. Okay, so let me mix that in. That's not a whole lot of liquid, but maybe it'll make it mix better. A little better. Okay, so then it calls for a teaspoon of dried parsley. Now my teaspoon's wet, so I'm going to use a half a teaspoon and do it twice. Dried parsley, I've got that over here somewhere. And this is another reason I want to make it the day before, because dried parsley is got to absorb some liquid. You know, it's got to like reconstitute. And the longer it sits in this wet stuff, the better it will be. You know, the more it'll be like real parsley and not a dry piece of paper. It absorbs the liquid better if it sits. So that's, oh, I just did one. Did I just do one? I think I just did one. If not, we're going to have extra. It's 1 teaspoon, and that's 2 half a teaspoons. Then, next on the list we have half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now, I don't have plain garlic powder, but I have garlic pepper. And it does tell you to add garlic powder and a dash of black pepper. So I'm just going to use this garlic pepper because it's already mixed. And I like the garlic pepper. It's hard to get. I had to order this on Amazon. I couldn't find it in Publix anymore. But here we go. Half a teaspoon. Mostly garlic pepper with barely a little black, or garlic salt with, no, it's not garlic salt, it's garlic powder. Mostly garlic powder with a little tiny bit of black pepper in it, is what I'm trying to say. Garlic pepper. Or add half a teaspoon of garlic powder and a dash of black pepper. Then we also get a half a teaspoon of dried oregano, something else we need to sit in there and absorb some fluid so it's not dry anymore. Here we go, dried oregano. I love oregano. See how much of it I have? This brand, if you ever bought this brand, Badia, if that's how you say it, it's cheaper. And just as good to me. I put it in spaghetti sauce a lot. I like oregano. I like a lot of oregano in spaghetti sauce. Okay. Then that is all you put in it except for the coating. So let's mix it again. It's making the whole thing move. Oh, look at it. It's making it jump all over. It's a real stiff, you know, because of all the cream cheese and stuff in it. So it's making my thing jump all over. But that's okay. So then we are going to now fix the coating. Now, if you want chopped, it calls for 2/3 cup of finely chopped pecans. And if you want to use that, you can do that. That's the traditional one, but I just hate nuts. Sorry, I hate nuts. So I'm going to use crackers. I found this online. You can smash up some crackers and roll it in crackers. So let's give that a shot. Now it said, the one I found said use 12 crackers, but that was for recipe half this size. So I think I'm going to have to use 24 crackers. It also said 2/3 a cup of pecans. Let's see if I can measure it into here and see when we get 2/3 a cup. Then I'll know. So these are just Ritz crackers. Now you could put this in the food processor and do it too. But I've got it dirty. I don't want to wash it. You know, I do have another one I probably could use. Alright, it doesn't want to open that way at all. Here we go. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 79, 12. Let's start with 12 and see what that is. So then, you can probably do it with your hands or this side of a meat mallet. It's faster than the end. My cats probably think somebody's knocking on the door. They're probably going berserk hiding somewhere. Oh no, a monster's at the door. He gonna eat us? They're scared of everything. My cats are not watch cats. They're chickens. They're scared of me if I move too fast. Yes, I'm seeing that now. Pre-shredded has a coating. Yeah, that's what they said. It has a coating on it. And so they say it's not as good in the cheese ball. So while I'm going to make it good. It does say to refrigerate this for an hour. So you need to refrigerate it at least an hour. I just think the longer it sits, the more it will absorb all those flavors. Okay, let's see what we have. Let's see what this measures. That's about 1/2 cup. Well, let's try a few more. We can always add more if it doesn't coat it. Let's do about 6 more. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do a few more. I don't want to use all my crackers. Got to have them to eat the cheese with. Got to put it on something. I only bought this one package. It's a big package. Smash it a little bit more. Sing to that. The rhythm. Alright, now let's watch this. Y'all are going to want to come to Christmas with me tomorrow to eat some of this stuff. Oh, come on. Quit closing on me. Okay, let's see what we got now. That's 2/3 a cup. Let's see if it'll work. If not, we'll do some more smashing. And throw away this cheese wrapper. Okay, so I'm going to put this on a plate. Hopefully not make too big a mess. Here's my plate. Isn't it pretty? Ooh, Christmas plates. I love holiday dishes. So, let's take this down. Get my paddle out of here. Maybe. If I twist it the right way, it might work. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Take it all off the beater. It says actually you need to do this with greased hands, and I haven't greased them yet. So let me do that. That's going to be fun. Make my hands all slimy. Okay. Here we go. I want to put some crackers down first, though, before I get my hands all ooky. I'm going to get it all off. I think this really, letting it soak overnight, too, will really mellow the taste of those onions. So you don't, some people just don't like a real strong onion. So that way I think it will let those onions kind of chill out where they're not so raw, bitey tasting. Now, if you like that, you will like it like this probably. There we go. Okay. You know what I want to do too? I want to take a bite. I gotta see if it's any good. Gotta see if it's not poison, right? Huh? How does it taste? Mmm. Oh, it tastes really yummy. Mmm. That's gonna be good. So after you've chilled it, it does tell you to take it out of the refrigerator about 20 minutes before you serve it. So it'll be a little soft. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of these crackers and dump them in this plate. Then I'm going to spray my hands. I'm going to wash them again first. Okay. Dry. Let's see if I can make this work. Oh, first I want to get a spatula and scrape this all down as much as I can while I still have clean hands. Oh yeah, that's going to work good. Scrape off down all the edges. Here we go. Kind of get it into a ball shape, sort of. Scrape it up off the bottom, if I can. So this year at Christmas, nobody knows it. Well, some of them know this a little bit, but I've been writing a book, sort of. I've been writing a book of family memoirs of my family, and I've been doing it for several years, and just when I think of some of the old stories and the funny things that happened to the family and stuff, I've been adding to it, and it's just a printout, that's all it is. It's not like a published book. But I have been making up this book, and I thought, you know, it's been a while, and it's still sort of rough draft, but I'm going to give it to everybody at Christmas this time and say, look, here's a copy of the book, read it, and let me know, and I just sprayed my hand. Let me know if you have any additions or changes or anything. So everybody, they don't know it yet, but they're all getting a copy of my family memoir that I've been writing, which I think will be fun. I hope they'll like it. I think they will, because it's all about them. It's all about me, and it's all about them. But if you don't have a family memoir in your family, you ought to make one, because someday somebody's going to be glad they have that. Even if you don't think it's significant, oh, it'll be significant to somebody. Okay, so just kind of form it into a ball. This is why you want to spray your hands. Put it down. Oh, that's a nice size ball, too. Look at that. So we'll have, how many people we're going to have tomorrow? Let's see, we have 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 13 people. So that'll be good. That's just Christmas Eve. Okay, so now I'm going to get this off my hands again. Now, I don't know how these crackers will hold up because they'll just absorb the fluid. You know, they'll absorb the liquid from this. So I don't know how well crackers will hold up, but if they're soft, I don't care. I just don't want nuts. Nuts, of course, will stay nice, and this is, it says how to do it. Put it on. They'll stay nice and firm. Nuts won't get soft. But if the crackers get soft, you know, it'll be okay. It's just a coating. Yep, I think that was enough crackers. So that was 18 crackers. 18 Ritz crackers. Of course, you can serve this with whatever you want. It says you can even serve it with vegetables. I'm missing this whole side over here. Okay, so then let me pick this up and get the other sides done. Ooh, making a mess. I'm also getting holes in it over here. So I'm just going to keep rolling it in these crackers. It does keep it from just being sticky on the outside. Then I'm going to wrap it in plastic wrap and keep it in the refrigerator till tomorrow night. Nobody even knows I'm making this either. It's a surprise. I've never done it before. Suddenly decided, what can I make this different? It really coats it pretty well. Look at that. Looks like a nice ball. I mean, the pecans are a prettier color, you know. But one of the things said you could do this with chopped pretzels, which I think would also be darker. Part of it would be darker because the outside of the pretzels are darker brown. Just trying to make sure I get plenty. And I have a neat little cheese dish with a cover and a little knife and a place to put the crackers. I have had that for 30 years. I've never used it. Never used it. Okay, there we go. You want it a little flat on the bottom. Just going to put as many of these crackers on here as I can. That's definitely enough crackers. You don't need 24 crackers. No more than 18. Okay, there we go. You know, I might want to put it, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it in plastic first. I say I could put it in the refrigerator and then, but I don't want to pick up refrigerator odor. So let's go ahead and wrap it. Get off my hands again. I've never washed my hands this often. You got to use your hands as tools. You got to keep washing them. Okay. Now let's get my plastic wrap. And then let's see, how long has it been? It has been, it was 34, 44, 54. It has been 25 minutes those have been in the freezer. So that's pretty good. Maybe they firmed up. And I still got to make the sauce. Now let me get this bowl out of the way. The mixer out of the way. Give me some room here. Some room on camera. So here's my little, I like this one called Stretch Tight. It holds tighter. It works better. So I'm gonna pull that out. Uh-oh. I lost my little cutter. You can either pull it like the traditional kind, or it comes with this little cutter now. The little cutter works really well, except it doesn't like to stay on the box. If I can get it to stay on the box, I prefer it. Come on, down. There. And then see, you just take this little thing, right here, and you slide it, and it cuts it right off. So easy. It doesn't get so tangled that way. Okay, so we're going to put him right over here on the plastic. I'm going to pull up the sides. Okay. That was tasty. Even without sitting for the flavors to meld together, it was tasty. There's my little cheese ball. Okay, now let's put this. Probably still want to put it on a plate. See my neat little Christmas plates? I actually made these. You buy a glass plate that's clear, and then you buy some material, and you've got to get some glue that says it's made for ceramics and glass, and you can glue it on. You have to wash them by hand, though. You can't put them in the dishwasher. But you could make your own design. Aren't they neat? I did that years ago. Oh my goodness, probably 25 years ago. They lasted a long time. I just love Christmas dishes. Okay, let's put that. Hopefully it'll stay there. Are you going to stay there? Yeah. Okay, let's check out little Oreo balls and see what they're like. Okay, they're getting firmer. I think we can go with it. Let's get the chrome plate out of the way here. And then after you do it with the chocolate, you refrigerate them to firm them up, it says. Now, it says, I've got Oreo crumbs in this. It says to use the 12-ounce package of chocolate chips, or some recipes say it's better to chop up a chocolate bar, but I'm not doing that. So here we have, oh, nice hint, thank you. Oh, it looks good, thank you. So, I like Ghirardelli. I like the 60% chocolate because the real dark chocolate, oh, it's so good. But it's only a 10-ounce package. So I'm going to put that in here. And then I'm going to get a couple, I need 2 more ounces. That's if it's even going to coat all those balls. So there's chips in there to melt. Then this is a scale. If the battery isn't out, might be low. Yes, I know you're low. Okay, so I'll probably not get to use the scale. I think batteries run out. Okay, so then 2 ounces. The other way you do 2 ounces is an ounce is 2 tablespoons. So 2 ounces is 4 tablespoons, which is also 1/4 of a cup. So you measure a quarter. I need another 1/4 cup, which is not a whole lot. It also says to add 2 tablespoons of shortening, and I don't have any shortening and don't really want any shortening, so I put 2 tablespoons of butter. I have no idea if that's even going to work. So there's the extra. There's my other ounces. Now I'm gonna put this in the microwave. Some people say, oh, don't melt chocolate in the microwave. I always have. Always worked. I guess you've just got to get it to where it's barely melted. And we're gonna a couple of forks. I'm gonna use a big fork, I think. Let's try it. Put these crackers back in the box. And we'll have those tomorrow. And I'm gonna stir that and see what we got here. Let's see how we're doing. We are nowhere there. That was 30 seconds. See, I like to just do it like 30 seconds at a time. They're not melted, so do another 30 seconds. I think it's just the main thing is you just can't overdo it. Hi, making goodies for tomorrow. Surprise goodies for tomorrow. Extra goodies for tomorrow. I'm also gonna make a cake for tomorrow. I'm gonna actually do that tomorrow. I'm gonna make a lemon jello cake, and I'm gonna make and this is an old recipe. It's been around a while. The rice, cheese, and broccoli casserole. I'm gonna make that too. Okay, we're almost melted here. We're getting real soft. Probably just a little bit more ingredient there. Ooh, I want to lick that spoon. Yeah, let's do 30 more seconds. It's probably going to be done. All right, let me get out my tray. That's jumping down in the freezer at me. They won't get real hard, I don't think. I think they stick because they might eventually. They're a little soft, but they're not as bad as they were. Because, you know, cream cheese never does freeze hard. You can make stuff with cream cheese and it'll get real close. It won't get hard as a rock. It just won't get that hard. Okay, let's see what we got here. Ooh, give me a straw. Oh yeah. Look at that. I can just really watch stuff be done with chocolate. This is fascinating. Okay. Oh. Okay. Evil temptress. Okay, let's see if I can kind of salvage that chocolate there. All right, so we're going to take one and put it in. And then I'm going to swirl it around, pick it up with a fork. And of course, this is going to make it get soft again because you're putting it in this hot chocolate. Oh, look at that! Can you see him? Oh, yeah. And then we're going to put it back to chill. I don't know that I need 2 forks. Maybe I can just need one. Try not to use too much chocolate. I don't want too much of a chocolate puddle. There's nothing to this. Jump it in. Shake off the extra. Drop it back onto the thing here. Drop it in. Pick it up. Shake off the extra. You kind of have to knock off the extra. There you go. Oh, nothing to these. I haven't actually ever tasted one. But if you like Oreo cookies and you like things like cake balls, it's going to be like a cake ball. I've got a place right there where there's no chocolate on it. Get in there. There. Sneaky, and it came off. Oops, where'd it go? There it was. Oh, we got another hole. There we go. It's where the fork was. Make a little hole. Let's start over here where we got space. All right. This is gonna be good. You know, how many did I end up with anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's close to about 50. Made about 50. Somewhere around there, more or less. Now you can get a little toothpick and put on these if you want to, but it's actually, if you try to dip it into the chocolate with a toothpick, it's just gonna fall right off. It's not real stable. So it's better to do this, and then you can later pick it up with a toothpick if you don't want to use your hand. All right, come on, we got a hole again. Get in that hole. I'll do all these, and then I'll go back and check the holes if I have chocolate left. Hopefully I do. Oh, if I have leftover chocolate in here, that's not gonna be good. That's too tempting, because I got a spoon in here. That ain't gonna be good. What'd you have for lunch? A spoonful of chocolate. Especially Ghirardelli chocolate. Woo! Uh-oh. He escaped. It's coating it really well. I hope it's not going to stay too gooey. Of course, if you just kind of keep it chilled, it should be fine. You know, sometimes it doesn't really harden back up, but it'll still be good even if it doesn't harden back up. I'm not a professional candy maker, so I'm just doing the best we can here. Oh, it looks so pretty though. Oh! Slid right off the fork. It's fine though. Put him in his spot. He's fine. Slippery. Okay, there we go. Don't those look pretty? Oh my goodness. I know you can do this with cake too. Cake balls, what you do is you just bake you some cake layers, or in a 9x13 pan, it doesn't matter. Bake the cake, just however you bake the cake. Then you mix it with cream cheese, just like this, and you make balls and you coat it in chocolate. It's just cake instead of Oreos. These are Oreos. But you could do that with any flavor cake. For Christmas, you could do a red velvet cake. You can also, instead of mixing it with cream cheese, you can mix it with some of the icing. If it's cream cheese icing, that's even better. There's recipes for that. You could find it online. It's called cake balls. But this one, I said I didn't have to make any icing because Oreos are already so sweet. Of course, you can buy the store-bought icing, but that's not really very good. That's not really very good. It's okay. I've used it for stuff, but homemade icing. Oh, it's so much better. So much better. I think adding that couple of tablespoons of butter keeps it from, it makes it glossy. It also keeps it from getting hard again real fast. Because sometimes when you do this, have you ever made chocolate covered strawberries? That's like my favorite food in the world. It gets hard again. What you're dipping in, it firms back up a little too fast and it seizes up, and then it's hard. You can't hardly dip it anymore. But I think adding the butter, or I guess you can use shortening. That's what it calls for. Every time I buy shortening anymore, it goes bad really fast. It stinks. It smells rancid. And it's like, I've used it once and it's not old, but it still smells bad already. So it's like, you know, it's really bad for you. It's hydrogenated oil. Butter is actually not as bad for you, because it's at least real food. It's not manipulated oil. Just gotta not overdo it. Which some of us are not real good at that, but we gotta try. Try not to overdo it. I'm doing pretty well with the amount of chocolate here. I'm hoping I'm gonna have enough. It would be so nice if I did. Trying to really knock off the extra to make sure it goes a long way. So all you do is stir it around in there, get it coated. Pick it up on this fork. You could use a regular size fork too. I just like this big one because it's easier to knock it off of a little one. They fall off too easy. How many I got left? 15, 18 of them, something like that. I'm gaining on it. I'm almost at the end. If you're still watching, you're doing good. I am almost done. Still got chocolate in here. So definitely use the whole package of family size Oreos. Definitely use the 12 ounces of chocolate. It should still be plenty. If you only use 27 Oreos, what that one recipe said, well, you're going to have so much leftover chocolate, and they're going to be so gooey. Oh, they're going to be way too gooey. Use the family size Oreos. Whoever wrote that one recipe I was looking at online too said use a 6-ounce package of cream cheese, and we don't even have a 6-ounce package of cream cheese. They use 8 ounces or 3. There's no 6-ounce package of cream cheese. So I don't think they know what they were talking about anyway. Maybe that's a recipe from England. I don't know. They have different. Maybe they were trying to convert it to us, and they did not. They did not do it. That you cannot find a 6-ounce package of cream cheese in the store. It's 8 ounces. But then 27 Oreos isn't enough for 8 ounces. So I have now done the experiment and know this is enough. Oh, those are too friendly. Too friendly. Get away. There you go. They're sticking together. I am almost finished. I'm running out of space. That's the problem. I kind of have a little space right there. Let's put him. Yeah, put him in there. Got a little space over here. I'm really getting to the end, so this is just about the right amount. So yeah, I needed to add in that 2 ounces of chips. I did. Cause I have what, 6 more balls, and I'm at the bottom of the barrel here. See, that's the bottom, and I'm at the bottom. I'll be lucky to get that 6 done, but you want to use up all your ingredients, right? Perfect. So I have a feeling these are going to disappear tomorrow with 4 teenagers, 3 of them boys, and adults as well. It's probably going to disappear before dinner because we're getting together after 4. We're not eating till 5, and guess what's going to be sitting there? Cheese ball and Oreo balls, and they're probably going to be gone. It's going to be appetizers, then dessert, then dinner, then dessert again, I do think. I used to make fudge a lot. I'm not doing that this year because I'm doing this. And they would eat that before dinner, usually. Show up with the fudge. It was homemade fudge, yeah. It was the appetizer. And then they'd eat it after dinner, too. Okay, here we are. We are definitely at the bottom. It was enough. I'm so ecstatic. Now I'm going to go back with this on the fork, and I'm going to fill in some of these missing spaces. Only it's missing because that's where the tines of the fork were. And so it just has little missing spots. So I'm just going to go fill that in with chocolate. So there's no bare Oreo filling showing. Let's see. I think I kind of got that one filled. Here's some here. This stayed so nice and liquid, this chocolate. I'm probably actually going to put this back in the freezer for a few minutes to get it to firm up quickly. Unfortunately, I do have a little chocolate left in here. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm going to have to squirt some soap in there real quick or something. I'm going to sit there and eat it. I got to think of something I can do with it. But I know what I'll do. I'll just put more of it on the candy. So let's just get rid of this fork. Let's get my spoon. We'll put it on the candy, then I can't sit here and eat it. We'll just add. Isn't that smart? Till I decide to eat this candy. Well, it's not candy. It's Oreo balls. But let's just add. That way we won't waste this. I cannot bear to waste this. This is expensive chocolate chips. Ghirardelli's more expensive, but oh, it's so good. So we're just going to add. And if you want to be real fancy and do little lines and squirrely squigglies on here, you can do that. I'm just trying to, this is my first time, so I'm not trying to be fancy. I'm trying to make it good. That's all. If it turns out and it tastes good, we are happy this year. Oh, come on. Nobody's going to care about squigglies either. I think it looks more homemade this way. And it doesn't matter, just put there's more here, more here. Put it on all of them. But this would be a way you could do this. Just take it like that, let it string from the spoon, and you'd have squigglies on it. There's nothing to it. Now, if you wanted them a certain shape, you'd have to do more work, but watch. You can just take it and string it. course, you're going to get more on the pan that way. But that's how they do it when they make chocolate, actually. Now I look like it's from a chocolate shop. A really messy chocolate shop. There, see, no waste. No waste. All used. And now fancy. There we go. And watch. Mac bite mine. Oh. I wonder how many calories are in that. That is so good. It's chocolate. Okay. I'm now finished. I'm going to put these up. Tomorrow, I'll come back tomorrow. And I will do the rest of my baking. I'm off work this week. Woohoo! So excited. That's why I have time to do this. But I'll come back tomorrow. I will make the cake. And I will also make that casserole. Casserole, I'm going to make closer to 3 or 4 or something. Because I want it to be hot. Cake, I'm going to make earlier. Because I want it to sit. Cakes are better when they sit sometimes. And it doesn't need to be warm. So I'm going to go ahead and go. And you all have a great time getting ready for Christmas until tomorrow. Bye.